Hello, Brightburn YouTube Academy. How's everyone doing today? This is where we dig deeper, dream bigger, and burn brighter. As you know, we're on a series called Death is the Best Teacher. And let me give you a little setup. There was this guy online, I think on a reel or a TikTok, and he explaining why he had death tattooed on his wrist, or on a, what do you call this? This is a palm, top of his hand, and he proceeded to explain 5 points. As you know, last week, making death your friend is because it's the greatest teacher is the first one, and today's second one is life is precious, and he goes on to say this. Now, in the video before, if you want to go back to watch that, I talk about how I was going to have an operation and I started to freak out because I was losing control and I was really fearing death, and I started to basically embrace it by studying death and afterlife and all that stuff that encompassing the fear of the death to mitigate my fear of it. You can watch that in the previous video. But he began to explain 5 principles of why he has that tattoo on him, and they spoke to me, and there are eternal truth, at least for us mortal beings, and it goes like this: life is precious. If you truly, and here's the principle, if you truly embrace that you're going to die, we're all going to die, it's all going to happen to all of us. If you truly embrace that, then every day will be precious to you. Every day you will feel lucky. There's a guy named Grant Cardone, and you see him talking to two people, and he said to them, he wanted to change their perspective. He said, if I was to give you $1 million, would you take it? And they both said, yeah, of course, we'll take it. And he says, what if I gave you $10 million, but I told you were going to die the next day? Would you take it? They said, no. He says, well, there's an acknowledgement right there that living one day more is way more worth $10 million. Change their perspective. So you should wake up every day like you are lucky, especially if you live in this country. But even the person who lives in the slums of some poor town in a very small country, if you presented him that choice, I'll give you $10 million, but you got to die the next day, very few would take that. Few to none, because they know life is more precious. And if you accept and understand and embrace that death is coming for all of us, which is hard, I get it. It's not, if you embrace it, every day is a blessing. Every day has meaning. You're able to take a breath another day. Very powerful. And you're going to have to work that out in your own way. And what's going to help you work that out is the rest of the points in this series called Death is the Greatest Teacher. Embrace death as your friend because it teaches you the true things about life. And the true things about life is that we're all going to die. And because of that, and what you should gain from that, is that every day you take a breath is precious. Every day you wake up alive is precious and meaningful. So therefore, act like it is. Embody that you believe it. I got a QR code here that links you to all the programs I'm doing. Also link you to some things I'm associated and affiliated with that I think they're really cool and important. if you want me to come speak at one of your events, or you need some live coaching, just take a picture of that QR code. It'll link you to everything I am doing. We also have the Brightburn Society Facebook group, where we gather, we talk about deep things about being an entrepreneur. I got a free handout called How to Be Great at Everything You Do Blueprint. That is free to you, a free ebook. Yes, it is. It is free. And yeah, my YouTube channel is grown, and I have the Intellectual Anarchy. We have these, what you're watching right now, the Brightburn YouTube Academy. We have the Future Republic, and we have the James Salazar Media Podcast. I try to do them every week. And just put subscribe and the notification to get everything I'm doing when it comes out. So I hope you gotten everything you needed from this one point. You need to go through life and change your perspective. You need to go through life knowing that every day that you wake up and take a breath, it is special, it is unique, and it's meaningful. And if you treat it like that, you might just do amazing things. So this is James signing out of the Brightburn YouTube Academy. Next week, we will talk about the third point.